Hello and welcome back to our weekly market recap. I'm with Rich.
Hello, everyone.
And I'm Knight. Let's get to it. So last week we saw the market was up 2.5%. We're still down on the year, about 15.6%, and then down from the highs in February, 17.8%. We are, though, up from the lows in March around 30.2%. So the big news from this week was the labor market, the unemployment report coming out. And we saw that over 20 million people are unemployed, which is the largest number that we've seen since the Great Depression. Unemployment rate shot up to just under 15%. Now, from the outset, it sounds like really, really bad news. However, the market was expecting worse. So they were expecting around 21 million to 22 million people unemployed and an unemployment rate of around mid 15%. So it's kind of one of those things where really, really bad numbers come out and all of a sudden the market goes up. What's going on? Well, the market actually priced in worse news than what we saw. And on top of that, one of the positive points around it is out of the 20 million, around 18.1 million are temporary unemployments. Now, Rich wants to speak a little bit more about that.
Yes, good news about being temporary unemployed is that there's a good chance that many, if not all of those people will get employed again once the shutdown is closed. And that's why that was considered very good news, that of the 20 million that we're talking about, 18 million have the opportunity, at least at the moment, to be rehired and go back to work. So that was extremely positive news for the market because it says that currently the outlook for damage to the economy has been less than expected.
Yeah, and one of the things that we will be looking at going forward is, does that number stay at 18 million? Are they actually temporary or are they permanent layoffs? Because one of the things going forward is currently they are temporary. In a month or two, do they become permanent? And does that mean that the actual economic damage is much higher than what is currently being forecasted? So we will be staying in touch with kind of that piece of evidence. Now, the other positive news for the week is Europe starting to open up a little bit more.
Yes, the shutdown in Europe occurred before the United States and most of those countries. Many of them have gotten their economies or starting to open up because their numbers from the coronavirus have lessened greatly. The shutdowns were much greater, Italy being one of them, which has opened up, and Spain, which is starting to open up. They're looking at how they're going to open up. Great Britain and Germany has started to open up. So those are the big economies for the Eurozone. And the good news is that the more demand there is worldwide, the less damage globally there'll be from the coronavirus.
Absolutely. And one of the things that we're looking at too is as Europe and some of these highly affected places are opening up, some more data points for when the US and different states continue to open up. What is the best way to open up? What are the key indicators that you want to see before opening up? So the more data we get is obviously more positive. And
Absolutely.
we want to end this conversation the same way that we end all of them. Your money's here to support you, and we're here to support you during this time. If there's anything that you need, please reach out. We care about you. We care about what's going on. We care about your families. So stay safe, everyone, and have a good rest of your weekend.